All right, guys, on this week's Case of the Mondays, car accidents, hospitals, what you need to know, and should you go. So, let's get it. All right, guys, on today's Case of the Mondays, I'm going to talk about car accidents and the roles that hospitals play. Now, I need to put a disclaimer. If you get into an automobile accident and you have a broken arm, go to the hospital. Take the ambulance ride, be safe, get checked out. But if you're in a minor fender bender, a lot of times the hospitals might not be best suited for you, your treatment, or your future case. Typically, when you go to a hospital, the hospital is heavy on diagnostic studies. Well, what does that mean? They're going to go ahead and use the best technology that they have available to them. Well, that technology is very, very expensive. So that minor impact car accident could lead you to the hospital where they'll probably take 2 or 3 CT scans. Now, CT scans aren't all that effective in the initial onset stages of a car accident. There's too much inflammation, and they very well not show the soft tissue injuries that can occur in most soft tissue cases. But they will rack up a hefty bill, and that could exhaust your insurance benefits before you even seek additional treatment. Now, another thing to consider when you do go to the hospital is whether the staff is trained properly to ascertain and assess a soft tissue injury car accident. Now, ER doctors are some of the best in the country. They have to take on various cases, varying severity, and take care of a lot of traumas. However, they might not be as well trained as an orthopedic or a chiropractor when dealing with soft tissue cases. So their records may not be as complete as needed to provide you and your case the right treatment plan or evidence to support it. Now, you guys all know when we've talked about what you need to have a good liability case. That's right, we'll say it again. Coverage, liability, and damages. And how do you prove those damages? You prove it by the medical records. Now, hospital records are notoriously inaccurate, guys. So you may want to think a little bit before going to the hospital expecting that to shore up and prove your case. We all know, and you've heard me talk time and time again, in the state of Florida, you have to seek treatment within 14 days. That's an absolute rule in order to qualify for your PIP benefits. In order to do that, you could go and seek treatment with a chiropractor or an orthopedic, or you could go to an urgent care. That will qualify you. They'll get you checked out to make sure that you have no trauma-like injuries, and those records will suffice to qualify you for your PIP benefits. Remember, it's always a judgment call of whether you should go to the hospital or not. And if you even think that you need to be going to the hospital because you have a trauma, don't question it, don't hesitate, go to the hospital, take the ambulance ride. But if you're feeling okay, it might be a better thing to wait and see what happens and go see a chiropractor or an orthopedic a day after the accident. Now, you guys will always call me at 833-MIKE 24/7. We'll get you in the best hands for the treatment that you need after an automobile accident. So don't always think that the first place you need to go is a hospital after a car accident. So that's a little piece of advice on this week's Case of the Mondays.